I recorded this video back in December when I visited Kentucky for the first time to go see my sister. I just never really got around to editing it until last night up to this morning, so I have no sleep whatsoever. So I hope you enjoy this video, and yeah, that's it. Welcome to the guest room of my sister's house. I'm actually in Kentucky right now, so yeah, it was actually really wild getting here because I had no idea I was gonna get here so soon. I was waking up like at 9:30 in the morning to like my friend's phone ringing, and it was my sister trying to get a hold of me because apparently my flight was that day and I thought it was gonna be the next day. I had nothing prepared, nothing packed. I was just mentally unprepared. It was 9:30 and the flight leaves at 10:30. And usually you're supposed to get there like 2 hours earlier, I think. That's just how you're supposed to do it. So I looked at my friend and I was like, do you think I'm gonna make it? And she was like, no. Against all odds, I managed to just throw a bunch of clothes in my bag, just get a ride from my friend to the airport, and somehow I made it. Barely waking up because I had stayed up late the night before because I thought I could stay up late. Next thing you know, I was in the Las Vegas airport and I was just trying to figure out what was going on. There was actually a really long time, like a period of waiting from my Las Vegas flight to Kentucky. No specific reason I'm including this clip, just a subtle backpack flex. There was like a 12-hour wait, so I was just chilling in the airport the whole time, just trying not to die. I'm alive, I made it, I'm here, and it's New Year's Eve. There's less than an hour left until New Year. 2020 is here and I'm not ready for it. Editing this in 2020 is literally the saddest thing I could do. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I don't know about you. So far Kentucky has been really nice. Everything is like super like dispersed. There's so much like land between everything. In San Diego, everything's like a city. If I wanted to go to like, let's say the movie theater, I could just get an Uber and be there in 10 minutes, or to the mall, or, you know. But here, everything's like 40 minutes away from each other, and it's kind of cool, but like, it's also peaceful, but I don't know. I feel like I'm more of a city kid, but I also kind of like it here. It's so calm and nice. I've already gone clothes shopping. This is a new sweater. The clothes selection in Kentucky was actually really nice. A lot of my favorite clothes that I used today were from my visit to Kentucky. I have so many new sweaters. I'll probably model them on my video or something. Outfits. And I got this new earring that I'm so happy about. I'm so happy with it. It's like a little hoop. I was actually not supposed to change it this quickly because I got this like 3 weeks ago. Well, first the guy, like the clerk at the tattoo and piercing shop was like, oh yeah, 4 weeks and you should be good. And then I went to the piercer and she was like an old lady and she was like, 6 months. And I was like, what? Oh, there was no way I was gonna wait 6 months because I hated like the little black bead. I never wanted that. I always wanted the hoop. I risked it all and I put this, and I haven't gotten an ear infection, so I think I'm okay. And I can like wiggle it around, it doesn't hurt. So I think I'm good. I also went to Barnes & Noble and I bought some really, really cute stationery. I'm gonna show you. It's like Vincent van Gogh stationery. And it's so pretty. It's like, they're like cards. Yeah, they're really cute. I want to send them to my friends. I wish I had more like friends around the world so I could like mail them letters. I have a friend in mind, but I can't find the creative energy to do anything anymore. I'm just so tired. Being here in Kentucky, like completely ruined my sleeping pattern. Like the time zone is like 3 hours ahead, so I keep waking up super late and then going to sleep super early, and then I'm just like ruining it. Yeah, I'm constantly exhausted. But yeah, these are so cute, and it has like multiple paintings, and it's like so nice, and I love them so much. And I also got a new book at Barnes & Noble. I got Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe. I heard it's really good, so I'm excited for this. Yeah, I'm thriving. I'm living the best life. So as the clock struck midnight, I decided to let myself try wine for the first time. My mom actually called me months later about this, so I got in trouble. And I actually kind of like it. Is that bad? I then proceeded to probably go to sleep. I don't really remember, but to be honest, I slept like at 4 a.m. every night, so yeah. So I actually had a really eventful day. I did a bunch of things that I didn't really record, so instead I made this really weird montage, and then I talk about it later. So I'm actually really proud of this editing, so I'm just gonna shut up and let you see it. Okay. Hi. So today was pretty cool. We got to go to Louisville to the mall, and we got to go to Ross, and we like shopped for just like a few seconds, but the mall was closing when we got there, so that was pretty lame. But we got to walk around a little bit, and it was actually really cool. I just wish we had gotten there a little earlier, but we're probably gonna go again tomorrow, so I'm not too worried about it. I just want to apologize for talking so fast. I don't really know what I was on. Yeah. I'm actually gonna be going to work with my sister. She works the night shift, so I'm probably gonna be staying up all night. Today was super cool. 2020 started off really fun. We went to Red Lobster and we had such a like big meal. I'm stuffed right now. I think we ordered way too much. Also, I'm moving around because like I set the camera at a point where I have to kind of like kneel on the ground and I'm getting uncomfortable, so I'm kind of just like. But yeah, I don't think I have much of an update today or anything to talk about. Part of me wishes I could like live here. I love the freedom of it all. Back home, I feel like constricted by like, you know, because I've lived there all my life. I've lived in California forever. So being in a new place and just like being a whole, I don't want to sound like the new year, new me, but I mean, it does feel like a whole new me. And I'm like, I kind of like being in a new place where this is how I start off. One day I'll move into some place new, and I'm excited for that. Holy shit, am I a psychic or what? Damn. I also really want to work on music because that's just my favorite thing in the world. I'm also going to be putting more attention on this channel. Try to make it as pretty as possible. It's hard because like there's nothing in this room. I also got this new shirt. I really like it. It has like a vintage feel to it, and I just love vintage clothes. I'm actually going to go thrift shopping tomorrow too, I think, so that's cool. There's a lot that I did when I got here that I didn't get to film because I didn't know I was gonna make a vlog yet. This is actually the farthest I got recording myself talking about my experience, so I'm gonna have to narrate the rest. Among all the amazing things I did in Kentucky, this has got to be my favorite one. I got to wear this really fluffy hoodie jacket thing. As you can see, I'm incredibly stoked. Yeah. If I'm being real though, honestly, my favorite part of this entire trip and the purpose of this trip was to spend some really good time with my sister, which... Okay. A lot of my time in Kentucky was spent with my sister, and this included her job at a hotel. I honestly just messed around the whole time. I watched Conan Gray vlogs with her, I made waffles, and yeah, it was actually really sweet. By that I mean the waffles. The experience kind of really sucked. Just kidding. It was it was actually really nice. Maybe this sounds boring, but I honestly had a good time. I was at peace and I was just chilling, and sometimes all you gotta do is chill. I was fine with being chill, to be honest. So this was like the only night I actually filmed at the hotel, so but that was pretty much the whole experience. I mean, we also got a bunch of junk food, and we ate Okay, a lot. I also got to spend a lot of time with my nephews, which are super big now. I don't know what happened. They're huge. And before I knew it, it was time to go back home. To be honest, it was the first time I got to hang out with my sister, and actually bond with her. She's always been really older than me. I mean, she's not old, but we have a big age gap, so it was the first time I got to hang out with her as like an adult. Yeah,
It's a video.
it's a video.
It's a video.
I got a cut while I was shaving today.
I know, I seen that. I was like, oh wow.
That's like the first time this happened to me.
Use the right lane to take a slight right turn to merge onto I-71 South.
The ride back home was admittedly really gorgeous, but also kind of bittersweet. I honestly really miss my sister. It was a really nice time, and I really actually want to go back. So who knows when that'll happen, but I hope it's soon. That's really just about it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.